Yo, yo. We back again. So with everybody, man. It's about that time. We back live. Casa de Locksmith. How's everybody feeling, man? Everybody good? How's everybody? We good? We good? What's up, man? Yeah, man. There's a new video out with Slain. Shout out to Slain. He just put out an album like about a month ago or so. It's featuring myself and Apathy. It's called Broken Toys. It's in my profile right now, a little clip. You guys can go to Slain's page. Check it out. It's a dope video. Shout out to Slain. Honored to be on that track. A fan of him and what he does. You know. Yeah, make sure you guys check out that collaboration that I just did with Slain and Apathy. It's on Slain's new album. It's called Broken Toys. I put a clip up in my on my profile, so make sure you guys check it out. How's everybody doing, man? I just finished making some dinner. Made turkey burgers. It was pretty good. I must say. I was just like, you know what? I want a burger. I want to go out. Let me make a turkey burger, man. But today's been a good day for me, man. I did have to go back to the grocery store, but knock on wood, man, I've been avoiding the lines in the grocery stores. So California, I want to, send a shout out to everybody at the grocery stores and everybody, that's essential work right now. They're keeping everything stocked. The grocery stores are keeping everything stocked. Everybody's able to get food. Turkey burgers and broccoli. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? She said turkey burgers and what else? Turkey burgers and broccoli. I had to put some vegetables in there. I don't really cook French fries. I can't cook French fries in my house because I don't want the whole house smelling like the hood, the ghetto fried chicken smell. The ghetto fried, that fried grease smell that be in people's houses. I hate that smell. Excuse me. I hate that smell. You know that smell? How many people back in the day, how many dudes know when you was young? I mean, hopefully it was when you was young. I remember I used to I meet a girl and she'd be like, yeah, you can come over and we can hang out. And you go over a girl house and the whole house just smell like fried chicken. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, what your mama cooking in here? And then you leave there and then you smell like fried chicken. Like, I hate that. I would not fry anything in my house. Like, nothing is getting fried in my house. It's got to go in the oven or something. She said, you coughing. Yeah, that was because I just ate some chocolate, some dark chocolate. So, yeah, man. Them turkey burgers was good. But yeah, man, I don't fuck with that. I can't deal with that fried smell. I can't do it. Do I got a backyard or a balcony? No. It's called just go outside. That's what I got. You just got to go outside. But I did go outside today. I hate the smell of fried food. Like, I just can't do it. I mean, I eat fried, I'll eat like fried chicken wings and stuff like that. But I'm just not cooking it in my house. Like, that shit'll stick to your clothes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not fucking with that shit, man. Am I doing features right now? Yeah, man, just DM me. I have to, I have a price though. You have to, I definitely have a price, but I'm not gonna, if you DM me, we can talk business. Yeah, man, especially if it's like old grease, you know what I mean? You know how sometimes, remember back in the day, I don't know about y'all, but in the black household, we fry some chicken or we fry some French fries and you just put that grease in a jar and you use it next time. You don't throw it away. So you might use that grease about 4 or 5 times. And if French fries come out all brown looking. Have you noticed the taste of meat tastes like chemicals? Food don't taste the same anymore. I don't know about chemicals. I just had a turkey burger. It didn't taste like chemicals to me. Can you give a song, my song a listen? Not right now, my brother. I'm not doing no critiques, man. I'm in no position to listen to nobody's song, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, in the country crock bowl. Now we didn't have no country. We just had that. We just had a fucking frying pan. You know what I'm saying? We just had that good frying pan. Yeah, man. But today was a good day for me, man. I just woke up and started writing, man. I got this song that this beat that I really like, and that my boy Decap sent me. He sent me a couple beats, but one of them I love it. So I just been like, you know what? I was like, man, I ain't looking at shit today. I'm just about to start writing on this. So yeah, man, excited about that. And y'all know I got my new song with Exhibit and Razcast dropping next week. 1 week from today. You can click the link in my bio right now and you can pre-save it. So if you have Spotify, Apple Music, you can pre-save it right now. And when it's available, boom, it'll pop up right on your phone. It's called With God. It's featuring Exhibit, Razcast, and Brevi is on there singing. It's just like OG Official says, how much you charge for a feature? If you gotta ask, you probably can't afford it, my brother. No, I'm just you gotta DM me, man. You gotta DM me. I don't talk business on Instagram Live, bro. I can't do that. So, and my email's in my bio. So people hit me up all the time. They ask me for features. I just don't do a lot of features. So I have my price. If you can, if it's first of all, if it's something I like, and and you can meet the price, I'll do it, man. You know what I mean? And even if you can't meet the price exactly, I can work with you if I like the song. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like if I'm somebody I never met before, and just to do a song, and I gotta, we all gotta get compensated for what we do. But yeah, man. But today is a good day, man. Every day is a good day. It was. I went out to go to the store like around 4:00, and a lot of people out. I mean, it wasn't like groups of people, but definitely a lot of people walking around Oakland. And I hope everybody's staying safe. Don't get too close to one another. So everybody stay safe. But what y'all getting into tonight, man? So everybody, I haven't watched another episode of Ozark yet. I'm trying to I'll probably watch it tonight. How long does it take me to send a feature back? I don't know. I mean, right now it probably ain't gonna take that much long at all, because all I'm doing is sitting at the house recording. So, you know what I mean? Anybody I've worked with, I usually get stuff done like probably in a matter of days, unless I'm just super like busy. But I usually don't let stuff back up. I don't usually be like, all right, sit, and then 2 weeks, 3 weeks away, I start like, usually if you get it to me, I'm gonna start working on it pretty soon. So I'm on top of that pretty much. Yeah. Watching Tiger King. Tiger King, man. Why are people saying free Joe Exotic? I mean, he was breaking the law. Like, I don't understand. People just want him to go free. You know what I'm saying? Do I still hang out with Left? Yeah, I talk to Left all the time. I mean, we can't hang out right now because it's quarantine time. So he's, in the house with his family. But that's my best friend, man. That's my brother. I wouldn't even consider him a friend. He's my brother. Reading any books? Nope. Lazy. Not reading any books. I read articles and stuff like that, but I haven't read like a book, like a full book in a long time. So what if I said the music you fed is part of a plan? That was 14 Backpack. I don't know what mind frame I was in. I was just like, they wanted me to do they wanted me to do a freestyle. They wanted me to spit something. And I was just like, all right, so no audiobooks. The last audiobook I listened to was the autobiography of Malcolm X, because I hadn't read that in a long time. And then for some reason, I just looked it up on YouTube. I was like, oh, they got Malcolm X. So I was listening to that when I was driving to LA a few weeks back. Somebody said, do I ever get writer's block? Yeah, but I never get blocked where I just like don't do nothing. I just like, I always write something. Even if it's not good, I just write. You know what I mean? Like, how can you not get writer's block? You just write whatever. Even if you think it's whack, I just be like, okay, what up, y'all? How you doing? Sitting here brewing. Like, even if it's whack. But then after a while, I'll be like, okay, I'll work on it some more. And then it starts sounding better. And then I improve on it. So I think the best thing about writer's block is to just keep going. It's just like with anything. You know what I mean? Because writer's block is kind of just anxiety. You know what I mean? You like get anxious. Like, so sometimes you just got to relax your mind and just do whatever comes natural. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody say I can't get writer's block because all I do is write about I mean, there's always something to write about. Even if you don't think it's good, that's the problem. Writer's block is you're like, oh, that's not good enough. Just like do it anyway. Like, dude, literally probably every verse that I've ever spit started off with me being like, this ain't good enough. Like, that's literally. But then I just be like, all right, let me keep going. And then it turns out pretty good usually. What do I do to gain knowledge? I mean, I don't know. You read, watch things. I don't know. I mean, knowledge is information. So you try to absorb information, but don't just absorb all the information and just be like, all right, I got it. You have to just absorb information and digest it and try to interpret is the Razcat exhibit track connected to a project? Most definitely. What am I doing to maintain my mental health? Well, I'm Muslim, so I pray 5 times a day. To be completely honest, before this whole thing started, I was having anxiety. Like late last year, I was going through some anxiety. Like once I got off tour, I don't know exactly what it was, but when I got off tour in like September, well, I wasn't completely done off tour, but part of the tour was done, and I came home and I just had anxiety. I had like this panic attack, and I hadn't had a panic attack in like 10 years. So I had this panic attack, and I was just like, yo, why am I having this again? So I reached out to my friends. I talked to somebody who's kind of like a spiritual mentor to me, somebody who I've known for a greater part of my life. And I just kind of talked it out with him, and he was just, like I said, I'm Muslim. So we started like looking up Islamic interpretations of anxiety, what anxiety is. And it helped me have an understanding of like, oh, this is what anxiety is. This is why I'm dealing with this. And then I start realizing what were the things in my life that was creating the anxiety. And I just tried to understand them. And then, so I have been dealing with that for the last few months. And then this whole thing comes and happens. And then it's just like, oh, you're forced to be time. But I don't know. For me, it kind of like cause a little sense of calm and be like, okay, slow down, relax. You know what I mean? Like even when I wake up in the morning, sometimes I feel a little anxious, but I'm like, hey, you know what? The whole fucking world is shut down. So there's no reason for you to be like, there's no reason for you to be like in a rush to do anything. You know what I mean? So I just try to relax. Even if I wake up like earlier than I want to, I'll just lay in bed, look at something fun, like some sports stuff or some interesting thing that I, on like YouTube that kind of just like something that's kind of brainless, relaxes my mind. And I go back to sleep, So yeah, I mean, that's how I kind of deal. So I refer, so now being in that we're like in this lockdown, I refer back to those times when I was having anxiety to be like, okay, you know what? This is how you dealt with that. You dealt with that, so you can deal with this. You can get through this. So I just try to reference those things, and I try to reference times when I don't feel anxious. And I try to focus on the things I'm excited about, the things I'm happy about, the things I should be grateful for, and show gratitude for those things. So that's how I kind of do it. And then, I haven't been working out. I do push-ups. I do yoga in the morning, or usually when I get up, I do some yoga, some postures. I'm no yogi or anything like that, But I started doing yoga last year, or maybe a year and a half ago. I started doing like yoga postures for physical therapy because my knee and my back was bothering me, I think, from just being on the road so much. So I still do those things, doing push-ups. I'm going to start going for a run. It's just like, it'd be hella crowded in Oakland now. I'm like, why? Because everybody's home from work. So everybody's going out. So I'm trying to find the right time when people ain't out. Like, I'm not about to get up hella early. So maybe it's like later in the day I go for a run, or earlier in the day, and try to find out that right time to go for a run while I'm not like around everybody. But so I'm sorry I missed some of y'all questions. I'm going to try to go back. Somebody said, can you share some of your research? Research about what? Like, you got to be, excuse me, I'll answer anybody's questions, but you guys just got to be specific. What you think about Royce da 5'9" recent freestyle on LA Leakers? I thought it was dope. I mean, Royce is dope. I don't think it was his best, though. I think, I personally like that one on Funk Flex that he did. That was probably my favorite. But Royce is, Royce is... Come on, man. He's one of the dopest, bro. Like, the first time I heard Royce on Bad Meets Evil, I was like, yo, I loved him in about Islamic interpretation of anxiety. Let me try to remember exactly. So we were talking about how basically in Islam, it talks about fear and sadness. Well, what is fear and sadness? Fear and sadness is anxiety and depression, because that's what anxiety is. You have fear of something. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? And sadness is depression. So what do? You find out, try to find out what are the things that are sad, that saddens you. What are you, if you try to find out what are you afraid of? What do you fear? Well, you know what? None of us are promised. 6 months ago, we didn't know we were going to be in this situation that we're in now. You don't know what you're going to go up against. So what are you worried about? My father told me, this is what my father told me. My father said that his father in Iran said that when he was younger, my grandfather told him that every person should visit the graveyard, the cemetery, once a week. I said, why? He says, because when you go to the cemetery, you look at all these people pass, and then you realize if you're depressed or you have anxiety, consider the alternative. Like right now, we're alive. We can breathe air. We can talk to one another when we're on these, on the streaming. Like, we have to be grateful for all the little things to keep ourselves going. You know what I'm saying? And be mindful of what we're going through at this moment, and be grateful for what we do have. So that's what I try to do. You know what I mean? I try to stay focused. I try to be grateful for the things that I do have. And I can't worry, I can try to prepare, but I can't be fearful of what's going to come tomorrow or next week or 2 weeks from now or a month or 2 months or 6 months, because we don't know what's going to happen. So we do the best that we can, and we focus and be mindful of where we're at the moment, So that's how I do it. He said, I'm trying to social distance myself from the kitchen. I know, man. I'm trying to slow down. Like I've been eating 3 times a day, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, you know what I mean? But now I'm like, you know what I mean? Let me, I think I'm going to only, because I'm waking up a little bit later, so I'll probably I eat a small breakfast. I don't really eat like eggs and all that kind of shit. I'll eat just like turkey bacon and some fruit, maybe some toast, but I didn't have any toast today, so I just had like some strawberries, grapes, and like some turkey bacon. And then I didn't have any lunch, and then I just had some turkey burgers. So I'm trying not to fuck with Reese's. I've been eating dark chocolate because it's a little bit healthier. And you know what I find out about dark chocolate? You get some sweet. You get some sweets. Like you get a little bit of sweet because it's dark chocolate, but it's not as sweet as like milk chocolate. Because milk chocolate, you can eat a whole milk chocolate bar and not even know about it. But when you eat dark chocolate, you eat just a little bit, And then you're kind of good because you can't really just eat hella dark chocolate because it's too dark. You know what I mean? So I think dark chocolate, like, it satisfies your chocolate craving, but it's not as sweet as like milk chocolate. Because milk chocolate, I'll eat that shit. You know what I mean? I'll eat a whole candy bar in a day. But if you get like a bar of dark chocolate, I literally just eat like one piece a day or like two pieces a day. And that shit'll last me like all week. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I try to fuck with dark chocolate. So yeah, just try to eat the fruits and the vegetables every day. I mean, I do that anyway, regardless, before this shit. Yeah, man. But the one thing about dark chocolate is, at least for me, dark chocolate has caffeine in it. So I try not to eat it late at night because that can sometimes, like, dark chocolate can kind of like get you kind of revved up, and that might cause a little anxiety. You know what I'm saying? So I try to eat the dark chocolate, like, I don't try to eat it like after like 8 p.m. or something. You know what I mean? Because it you know what I'm saying? It can kind of like, I don't know, has caffeine. You know what I mean? Do I think Kendrick Lamar is dope? Oh, for sure, man. Love Kendrick Lamar. I loved his last album. Damn, that was G Mo Ski. What up, bro? Am I into? Nah, I'm not really into none of that kind of stuff, or oregano or herbs. I don't know. I mean, I drink valerian tea. No, I'm not doing no freestyle. Kit Kat dark chocolate. Yeah, but you got all that other cookie shit in the middle. It's not, but it is good. I love those Reese cup, not the Reese cups, but you know those other ones you buy in like Whole Foods, the peanut butter cups with dark chocolate. Those are fire. Love to Alaska. What up? Am I Latin or mulatto? Who the fuck says mulatto anymore? I'm black and Persian. I'm not Latin. So here's another thing about me. I don't like soup. I don't like any kind of stews or soup. I don't like soup. I don't like chicken soup. I don't like no kind of soup. I'm not a soup fan. I don't want to, like, I got to be like super ill, sick to eat some soup. Like, I probably eaten soup like 4 times in my entire life. I just don't like soup. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've had Reese's dark chocolate. I just don't really fuck with soup. I don't like soups. I don't like warm liquids. I just don't like I drink tea for my throat, but I don't really like soups, man. I used to like clam chowder soup when I was a kid, but not anymore. Mulatto, that's some shit from like the 1920s, dog. Don't nobody say that no more. Chicken adobo with what? I've had chicken adobo. I just don't like wet stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like wet, like wet stuff. I like, you know what I mean? Like grilled things. You know what I'm saying? I don't like wet stuff. She said, you ain't had my soup. I do. I'm not, like, soup is not my shit. Like, you want to know something? Like, I don't even like top ramen. Like, I don't, like, I had top ramen one time in my entire life. Probably had tap ramen one. I don't really like cup of noodles and that kind of shit. I don't like shit. I don't like shit hella dry, or I don't like hella wet ass food. What's my favorite food? I don't know. Probably Mexican food. I mean, we in California, so you know we're spoiled. We get some good ass Mexican food. I mean, pizza is like my go-to thing. But if I have like one meal, like usually on my birthday, I'm going out to have a steak. Like I talked about that before. Steak, baked potato, vegetables, like that kind of stuff. Like I love a nice New York strip steak. But I ain't gonna make that at home, so. But yeah, Mexican food is like, I mean, I'm eating Mexican food twice a week for sure. Either I'm gonna make some tacos, I'm gonna go get some tacos, like facts, you know. My grandma used to make The sabzi. I mean, I eat it sometimes. It's just not my thing, man. It's just not my thing, man. Somebody said I never had a steak. Damn, son. Bag of crab. Oh, I don't. So y'all gonna hate this. I don't like crab either, man. I don't like seafood. G Moski said, just get some of that crab. But I'm the nigga that go to boiling crab and eat chicken. I'll be like, give me the chicken wings. Like, I love the chicken wings at boiling crab. Like, I was in Vegas. That was last year. A friend of mine, we went to boiling crab. And I was like, hell yeah, I go. She's like, oh, you like crab? I was like, nope. I love their chicken wings and I love their corn. So. Third or fourth show, you're not even fucking thinking about it. It's all just repetition. Norms or Denny's. I think I only been to Norms like once. We don't have Norms. Norms is only in LA or SoCal. But Norms is cool. Someone said, I hate the taste of alcohol. Yeah, I've never tried alcohol before. I've never had alcohol in my life. So people always like, you never drank before? You don't drink? Why you don't drink? I'm just like, I've never had the desire. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm missing because I never tasted it. So, oh yeah, I toured with Vinny Paz too, man. I toured with Vinny only one time when I was on tour with RA, and we were touring with Vinny. And Vinny's hella cool, man. He's a good guy, man. We have a song together if you guys haven't heard it. It's on my last album, Ali. It's called Emperor's Clothes. That's the name of it, right? Damn, man, I be forgetting the titles of my own songs. I forget titles before I forget lyrics. Somebody said people drink because they want to feel like everybody else. I understand that. You know what? I understand why people drink because it's a social elixir. Everybody's drinking, it loosens you up. I've just never done that. So to me, it's just a foreign concept. But I understand why people do. I see it. It loosens you up. It makes you more, you lose your inhibitions to some degree. You know what I'm saying? So she says, but my daughter is a hippie. Yeah. You and Rex, possible collabo? Who's Rex? Which Rex you talking about? G Moski said, I'm drunk right now. Rude Jew gave me some shit. Hey, man, it ain't nothing else to do, man. Somebody said, can we team up and spread Locksmith shit? Man, please do. Man, spread that new song, man. Like I said, my new single, my new song with Exhibit and Razkaz is dropping 1 week from today. If you click the link in my bio, you can pre-save it right now. If you have Spotify or if you have Apple Music, you can pre-save it. And when it's available next week, it will just pop up on your phone. And I'm dropping the video next week too. So you guys are going to get some dope shit. I'm excited. Rex Life. Oh yeah, I love Rex Life Raj, man. Love. That song was, what was the one? I love his, the video where it's the little kid. How can I not forget that? I always play that song. I'm trying to think of the melody. But you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, man, you guys, please go pre-save that, man. Please go pre-save my new song. It's in my bio right now. Pre-save it so it'll pop up. Peace out, G-Mo. He said, I've been slapping locks since I bought the bootleg CD off you personally in Berkeley. Damn. I might preview a little bit later on, maybe later on in the week. Preview a little bit. When I'm coming to Idaho Falls again, man, when the country open back up, man, we got to stay locked down for a little while, man. I love Idaho Falls. This girl made me sign her breasts in Idaho Falls, and then one of the dudes was like, yo, man, you know this is an all ages show. I was just like, how old are you? And she was like, oh, I'm 18. I was like, oh, okay, don't be having me sign no underage titties without telling me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, but she was 18, so she had me sign her breast. You know, you got to be careful though. Oh, that's dope. Somebody said my uncle hate rap, and then he played them one of my songs, and he got back, brought him back. That's what's up, man. That's what we trying to do, man. We trying to restore the faith, man. You feel me? We trying to restore the faith, man. Trying to see if something's good on TV. $1,500 Southside Richmond, must respect. Shout out to the rich. How you doing, man? Man, I've already asked that question, like the whole beginning. How you doing? Yeah, low key from the UK. Peace to Canada. I miss Canada, man. Sometimes going to Canada frustrates me. Like I've toured Canada twice. Well, actually more than twice, like 3 times. But you know, when you spend like a month in Canada, or like 3 weeks, you sometimes you get, you know, us Americans, we get frustrated because it's like almost like America, but it ain't America, and you just want those little American things that y'all don't have in Canada. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you be like, damn, man, this ain't the way it's supposed to be. Like, you know what I mean? But I love Canada though, man. Anybody want to go live right now? We're not doing any rapping. No raps. But I will take some people live if you guys want to go live. Live. Yeah, I've seen Black Mirror. Seen all of them. Yo. Yo, what up, bro? Oh, yeah, man. People be weird. Okay, we're going to see if Brian McGonigal. Yeah, I've been to
What's
California.
good, brother? Oh, shit, hold on, my camera.
Yo,
What's good, man?
what's happening?
What's up, Locksmith?
Chilling, man. You know, on lockdown, bro.
Yo, I'm on lockdown too, but fortunately I still can work. I'm a chef in a hospice facility, so I'm healthcare.
Oh, okay. How are the people in hospice, man? They holding up okay?
I mean, it's hospice, man.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's tough. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we're on strict lockdown, though. No visitors, no
Oh,
guests, unless they give you the end of life notice. But,
of course. Yeah, you
you
can't
know,
have
we're
anybody
set,
come in.
like,
Because if
any
anybody,
employee that comes in,
go ahead.
they check our temperature, make sure no symptoms. You got to sanitize, face mask, everything.
Absolutely.
But, yo, dude, it's an honor to fucking talk to you, man.
Yeah, man. What's up? You got some questions you want to? Where you calling from?
Jersey.
Okay. What part of Jersey?
Plainfield. I'm from
Plainfield.
where Sam Scarfo is from. You know Sam Scarfo, Gorilla Pimp Records.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You know Big Brody, motherfucker got a ball head.
I know Sam Scarfo, but I'll never. What part of Jersey is that? South Jersey?
Central. Like Central, Union County. I'm like 12 miles from New York City.
Got you.
But like some of my closest friends is Master Ace, fucking Rod Digger. Like those are my homies.
Rod Digger.
And good people.
Absolutely.
And I found you because of RA.
That's my bro.
Bro, he's one of the coolest dudes ever, bro. He hates me. I got a picture of me and him and we're taking a picture together, and I ripped ass, and this guy's like, "You motherfucker."
Wow.
But
That's
he's a cool
crazy.
dude, man. And that
Yeah.
song what you and him did are fucking incredible. Are you on the new album?
Yeah, yeah. I just did a chorus. I did a chorus for one of the songs.
Yeah, your shit on what was that? Your shit on on Sway? Oh my
Yeah.
god,
Thank you, my
incredible!
dude. Man,
I grew up with Ren Thomas. You know Ren Thomas?
yeah, the rapper, right?
Yeah, the ginger fucking guy. He was
Yeah,
on
yeah, white guy. Yeah, yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
I grew up with him. He's from my town,
Yeah, yeah, Ren. That's the homie, man. He spits, bro.
dude. He's nasty.
Absolutely. Yeah. Shout out
You
to
ever heard
Ren,
the
man.
story about when he grew up in this white ass town? Like, in we call this shit like we call it Clark because it's like really white.
Uh-huh.
And he was when they had that meeting with your guidance counselor when
Hmm.
they're like, "What do you want to do after high school?" And he said, "I'm gonna be a famous rapper."
Uh-huh.
And they called his fucking parents in. They're like, "We need to have a sit down. Like, your kid's delusional. Now look at him."
He's doing his thing, man. He's working hard. I think the last time I saw him was somewhere in New York. Was it at Webby show? It was somewhere. I seen him and some other guys. I can't remember, but it was like last year. But yeah, it was probably last year. Last time
A
I
few
saw
months
him.
ago, he walked up to me at Master Ace. Well, actually, no, it was Apathy and Self-Titled
Yeah,
hosting in New York,
yeah.
and Diabolic was there. And this motherfucker,
Diabolic.
I hung out with him the whole show. Like, he just hung out with me the whole show. It was so cool.
Dope.
And then Ren shows up. He's like, "Nar, what the fuck you doing here?" And I'm like, hello."
Wow. Wow. Yeah, man, that's dope, man. Shout out to Jersey, man. So you be safe out there, my dude.
You out in Cali?
Yeah, yeah, the Bay Area.
How's it going down? That lockdown out there is like,
Man, I'm just been locked in the house writing, man, recording music. That's it, man.
I'm saying, yeah, man, that's all you can do, right?
Make the most of my time. You feel me?
Have you worked with Sealance?
Yes.
So he's incredible, man.
Yep. I worked with Sea-Lance before.
He's one of the greatest producers I've ever got to know. He's great.
Yeah, yeah. Dope. Super dope.
Yeah, man, dude. But I gotta say, it's an honor talking to you. Like,
Man, I appreciate it, my bro, man. You be safe out there, dude.
yeah, you too, man. Locksmith,
Much love.
love you, brother.
Shout out to Jersey, man. We're gonna go live with some more folks.
Hey,
Yo,
what's up, man?
what up?
Question
What's up?
about writing. Like, how do you like what's
Shout
your
out to
daily
Jag. What up,
practice?
homie? Say that again. I'm sorry.
What's like your daily practice of writing? Like, how do you maintain consistency in terms of like creative writing and all that?
Um, I don't know, man. See, you guys always ask me these broad questions.
Oh, my bad.
I mean, so you're asking me how do I stay creative? I don't know.
That's
I just stay inspired by whatever's going on in life. Like I just try to pick something, a specific topic that interests me, or maybe just something that happened that sparks a thought, and I just build off of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. I mean, there's like I said before, there's always something to talk about. There's always like I mean, we're in the middle of one of the biggest crises in world history. You know what I'm saying? That's something to talk about. You could talk about how you feel. You could talk about how it affects your relationship. I mean, there's just always something to talk about, you know?
how do you know when your verse is done, like, or you're happy with the line, and you want to move on, like, oh, it's good, like that.
Well, you know, man, I don't really know how to answer that question. You know, I've been doing this long enough to where I am confident in what I do. So I usually go with whatever my first instinct is. You know what I'm saying? So when I rap, usually whatever comes out is usually I try to go with what's natural. You know what I'm saying? And whatever is natural is what I usually go with. And then I might tweak it a little bit and change it and try to make it better. But usually I usually go with my gut instinct. You know what I mean? And sometimes people may not like it, and sometimes the shit that I think is the best shit people are gonna love, they don't even pay attention to it, but they may love the shit that I didn't even think nothing about. You know what I mean? So I try not to stick to like, oh, I gotta make something that people are gonna like. I just kind of just do whatever feels sincere to me.
Word. Thanks for answering my noob questions,
It's
man.
all good, man. You be safe, bro.
You too. Thanks.
Jag, what up, man? Hop up on here, man. Let's talk about your new project coming, man. You know what I'm saying? Hop up on here, man. You got some heat coming right now. You just dropped that Kaepernick effect too. You know what I'm saying? Let's get Jag up in here, man. But yeah, man, we taking y'all questions. You know what I'm saying? Jag, let me know if you want to hop on, man. I'll request you. Somebody said, why you be spitting? What'd you say? Can I make a track with Joey Badass? I fuck with Joey Badass. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen him in years. I met him out on the street years ago in New York, man, when he was first popping, man. And I always thought he was a talented individual. You know what I'm saying? What's good with you, man? Did I hoop back in high school, college? Oh, absolutely, man. I wasn't no joke. You better ask somebody, man. You know, I haven't worked with G Ski, but that's my homie. Locksmith and Elzai collab, that would be dope. What's my ethnicity? Black and Persian. We about to go live with Yo.
My bro, what's good, man?
My dude. Hey, you want to know something crazy real quick?
Huh?
You know, I didn't realize that was you on that track with Cassidy way back in the day when y'all was going back and forth for that freestyle.
Oh shit, on the oldest joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I had no idea.
Yeah.
That was y'all.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's my big bro, man. That's kind of like he kind of like, gave me that confidence. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So by that time when we did that, I was already in like a good year and a half, 2 years with him. So I was super confident.
Yeah.
Like that was our first time going back and forth like that. You know what I mean?
That's dope, man. That's super dope, man. Yeah, that joint was raw. That's when I was like, ugh, they going hard on that.
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, man. Man. I love that joint. Matter of fact, tomorrow, me and Cass gonna do a little concert, man, on live, man. We're gonna press play on everything we ever did together.
Ooh, that's dope. That's dope, bro.
Yeah,
Man,
bro.
dude, hey, bro, congratulations on everything that you've been doing, man.
Thank
The
you,
music
bro.
is sounding fire. The bars is super dope.
Man, dog. I thought this was the year. I felt like it was the year, and then all this shit happened. You know what I mean? Like, but it felt like musically, yeah, this is my year, man.
Bro, just keep on going, dude. The music is undeniable. Ain't nothing gonna stop it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, thank you, bro. Hell yeah, that's a fact. I see my nigga Emilio Rojas up in here, man. What's happening, bro?
Oh, Emilio up in here? That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So what you got the project dropping soon, right?
Yeah. Friday, bro, to be exact. Shit.
Man, you guys, please go to Jag's page, man. He's an incredible rapper, incredible all-around artist. Super dope lyrically, super dope songwriter. It's called The Older the Berry, the Sweeter the Juice. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Older the berry, sweeter the juice.
Is it an EP or is it just as a full album?
No, it's an EP. I got another one coming, man, like top of June, first week of June.
Dope. Yeah, man. You guys, make sure you guys pre-save that on anything, wherever your platforms is, because I'm definitely gonna be tuning in. And
man,
man, and we gonna have to work, man.
Come on, man. We got to, dog.
All right,
Got
all
to.
right, all right, all right, all right. So
Got to,
you know,
man.
we on lockdown, so ain't nothing to do but to just write and record. You know.
That's it, bro. You know what I mean?
All
That's
right,
it, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, nah, let's lock one in, man. You already know.
absolutely. All right, for sure, for sure.
Stay
We gonna
less.
do it.
Let's
All
get
right,
it.
my man.
My G.
All right, peace. Man, shout out to Jag, man. Super dope MC from Southern California. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all his new album, his new EP is called Older the Berry, Sweeter the Juice. Dude is just a spitter, man. Just a straight up spitter. Uh, let's see what my folks over at Tissue and the Tape is doing, man. Where my people's at, man? Where my people's at, man? Smile more. I'm always smiling. What you talking about? I think Tissue and the Tape is having some technical difficulties. Um, hey, you know what show I'm waiting for? It's Insecure on HBO. I love that show, man. That's my shit. I can't wait for that to come back. Ain't that coming back like in a week or so? Ain't that coming back? Um, uh, I'd love to hear you with King Crooked. I've collaborated with Crooked Eye a few times, man. But we do need to do something else. I got something I think Crooked Eye would be amazing on. If you ever need a model in New York, actually, I will be needing a model in New York. So DM me so I don't forget that. Sup, Lock? Who's your favorite lyricist of all time? Jay-Z. I can't get with the Better Call Saul. I never listened to Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. I was just listening to Devil's Loud. So yeah, produced by Ski Beats. Shout out to my brother Ski Beats. Legendary. Any advice for someone who may be in a twist of writer's block? I just talked about writer's block. I ain't about to go through that whole thing again. Sorry, man. Somebody said I'm better than Jay, homie. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. I mean, that's the goal. I want to be, I want to be the best. So I'm always trying to get better, you know? Always trying to get better. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go live with some more people. Somebody said 2-pack.
So, Locksmith,
Yo, what up?
going on, man? How you doing?
How you feeling, my dude?
Doing good, man. Just fucking at the house.
Where you calling from?
I'm in Fallbrook, San Diego's where it's at.
Oh, okay. You
San
in,
Diego.
in Dago.
Yeah.
What's up with it, man? You got a question or something you wanted to ask?
Yeah, bro. I was watching it yesterday. I wrote down a couple questions. Well, one of them was on Ali, the album.
Uh-huh.
There's a song called Emperor's Clothes.
Yes, with Vinny Paz.
Yeah. The first thing I thought of, does that have any relation to the book, The Emperor Wears No Clothes, or where did that name come from?
There's that same. Well, Apathy produced the beat, and and in the sample it says few can see through the new emperor's clothes. And there's a parable or an allegory about the emperor's clothes. Somebody, y'all help me about it. You look it up. There's like an allegory called The Emperor's Clothes. It's a story, and it has like a moral lesson to it. But that ain't what the song is about. That's just the sample. So me and Vinny just went in over the track. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can interpret how you want, but that's just the sample that Apathy used. Like, few could see through the new emperor's clothes, and we just went in over it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because I don't know, because this is the book. The Emperor Wears No Clothes.
Yeah, but there's something. Just look up. It's this
parable or the allegory.
Yeah, it's just like an old saying or an old like story about the emperor's new clothes. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to read
Uh,
the whole book. You get there's just like a little story about it.
okay.
You know, like
Yeah, that's cool, man.
yeah. You
Yeah.
said you had some more questions?
Yeah. I wrote one down yesterday. Because I think it was yesterday. I think someone was talking about like mainstream or what you think about like mainstream
Uh-huh.
artists and stuff like that. My one thing I kind of noticed, or what I think at least, is a lot of what kind of underground is. Like I would consider you kind of underground, or like
Mm-hmm.
R.A. the Rugged Man, other stuff like that. They're not played as much.
Mm-hmm.
I think on radio, at least, I think
Mm-hmm.
they're not as played because it's you guys would name names, you guys talk about specific things, whereas I feel like a lot of stuff on radio, it's very broad. They're not super specific. It's kind of just like they touch on topics, they speak about things, but it's not really like a personal experience to the extent where it's like I feel like you would go into a song, or like other people. I feel like that's one reason why it's not a lot of radio play, or at least like mainstream push. Is that
Okay.
kind of, you kind of get what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. I don't necessarily agree with it though.
Mm.
Yeah, radio is just commercial radio is exactly what it is. It's commercial radio. They're there to sell commercials.
Yeah.
They're there, so they're gonna play things that have that are just that can be digestible by more people. So it has to be popular music, things that
Yeah.
people can. So usually it's going to be things that are a little bit more lighthearted, things
Mm-hmm.
that are a little bit more repetitive,
Mm-hmm.
because they just want to keep people tuned in so they can sell sponsorship. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
So
Got you.
it doesn't matter what you're talking about, but it just so happens to be like, at one point in time, commercial radio played Public Enemy, Fight the Power, because that was
Mm.
popular music.
Mm.
But right now, popular music is things,
Trap.
it's just more pop, it's just things that are easier digestible, things that are repetitive. And then every once in a while, you get some songs that have a little bit more meaning. But for the most part, pop radio has always been about whatever is popular music and what is digestible. So
Uh-huh.
that's why. So if you are able to make popular music, then obviously you get exposed to more fans, and therefore you're not technically underground anymore. Like I'll give you
Mm.
an example. You know the rapper Macklemore,
Yeah.
the white guy from Seattle, right?
Uh-huh.
So I know Macklemore. I did a song with him and Zion I back in like 2010. And this was back when Macklemore was just like me. He was underground, but then he made some songs where he still was doing the same thing he's always done, but he
Mm.
did it in a way that was kind of catchy. And one of his songs
Mm.
caught on, and he was able to promote it to radio, and he was able to,
Mm.
you know what I mean, sign with the label and able to put money behind it. And he was able to become what is considered pop music. And then his songs was all over the radio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But his music didn't really change. He was still talking about the same shit he talked about. It's just though that what he was talking about happened to line up and fit into that popular mode at the moment. And it was really well done music. And to this day, I think that album that Macklemore and Ryan Lewis did, The Heist, is a great fucking album.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he was talking about stuff, but he did it in a way that was commercial to where pop radio could play it. And I think that's something that every underground artist should respect and love. I know I
Yeah.
do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Logic is an example I think of.
There's
I,
another example.
I listen to Logic with the Incredible True Story, the one about like space. That's where I kind of listen to him, and then now I wouldn't consider him mainstream, but he's known a lot more now than he was, say, like 3-4 years.
Logic had a song. He had a couple songs that was playing on the radio that was popular music.
Yeah.
He performed at the fucking
the 1-800 song.
The VMAs. Yeah, that was a huge song. So
yeah.
he was considered underground at one point.
Yeah.
He's still rapping about the same shit he was rapping about 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's just doing it. He just figured out a way to do it. Same thing with like J. Cole and people like that. So, underground just means you ain't popular yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't make underground music. I just make music that I want to make. And if it doesn't, if it's only in the underground, and that's where it is. But I don't want it to stay in the underground. I want
No,
as many
yeah, I
I
guess.
want as many people in the world to hear whatever I do. Now, I'm not going to try to change who I am and compromise who I am so more people will like me. I'm not going to do that, but I will try to become a better artist and make better music so as many people as possible will listen to it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I feel you, my
Yeah,
dude.
that's cool, man. Yeah, I mean, that goes on my mind a lot. I always kind of think about that, like how I was saying, a lot of it's broad, but there's people who slip through the cracks. But it's cool. You ever heard of well, you know Murs? Were you ever on the lineup for his Paid Dues, his festival?
No, no, I never performed at paid dues, but I mean, obviously I know Murs well.
Yeah. Okay. One more question.
Yeah.
The song you did with Snow Goons, how did that come about? How did you meet the Snow Goons, or how did that
Oh yeah,
process?
I met Snow Goons. I met DJ um I know him by his real name. uh DJ Legal, I believe that's his name, right? Is that one of them?
There's a handful of them. I know a couple of
But
them. I
the
don't know.
main dude is
Uh-huh.
Illegal.
Mm,
If I'm not mistaken. He's the main dude.
mm,
So when I went on tour with Ari the Rugged Man the first time,
mm. Yeah,
uh
that's cool.
he DJ Legal was our DJ. So he DJ'd the entire tour,
Oh, okay.
and he was also our tour manager, and he's a producer. And he was like, "Yo, we Snow Goons," and I had no idea who Snow Goons was. And
Mm.
then I looked it up. I was like, "Oh, they work with all these legendary artists. They're from
Yeah,
Germany,
they go
blah blah
hard.
blah blah." And then I got hella cool with him. And then after the tour, he hit me up like, "Yo, live, you want to get on the song?" Blah 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 blah. I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." Sent it to me, laid the verse, and then I happened to be in New York at the same time. He was like, "Yo, live, you think you can shoot a video?" I was like, "Well, I'm in New York right now." He's like, "Well, I'm in New York." So we came and
Oh
shot
shit,
the video, and we just did it. And yeah, and then I've just been cool with him ever since then.
that's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've listened to you for a while, and then when I found out you were a Snow Goons, it was like, I don't know. It's just kind of, it's more of a opinion thing, like a personal thing. It's not like, because I was thinking about this yesterday about like artists, certain artists I listen to. If I see them with other artists, like, oh shit, I kind of respect them more. But it's just, it's good to see, like, it's a broad term, but how I was saying underground, like it's good to see artists who are not conforming or trying to be something. It's good to see them just go on some like raw fucking music, and then just it when I see it, like you and Snow Goons, I consider you and Snow Goons kind of raw, just musicians, just you do what you like, and I like seeing that stuff. And when I see like the collaborations, another one's like you with Jaron Benton on the song Ghost. Jaron Benton is Jaron Benton's one of my favorites. He's fucking dope. So I mean,
For sure.
I enjoy seeing you.
Can y'all hear me now? How's the audio? Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me. Thumbs up. Okay. We back. We back in this motherfucker. All right, so I'm gonna take some more calls, some people who wanna chat. We're not doing any rapping. So we're not doing no rapping. So don't ask me to rap on here. And I'm really happy with those turkey burgers I made earlier. I was happy for taste. Yo,
Hey, what's up, Locksmith?
what's going on, my dude?
Hey, I wanted to ask a question on what are your thoughts on ghostwriters or ghostwriting? Do you feel like it is counter to like the culture of hip hop, or do you feel like it soils the artistry behind like being an MC and what that means to different folks?
My opinion on ghostwriting is that I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's just a part of music. You know what I mean? Some people are not as good at writing and they're better at performing. And some people are better at I mean, some people vice versa. Like some people are good writers, but they're bad performers. Some people are bad performers, good writers. You know what I'm saying? Like it just all depends. So I think that it's always been because when you're making songs is always 9 times out of 10 it's a collaborative effort. So just because I'm a great songwriter or a great rapper, it doesn't mean you're just because you're a great rapper, it doesn't make you a great songwriter. And just because you're a great songwriter, it doesn't mean you're a great rapper, you know? So sometimes rappers need that help and that structure with writing songs, or they may, it's just like, okay, what if you take a rapper who's a great, he can battle rap, he can do all these kind of things, but he's not that good at writing this or writing that. So, he might have somebody come in and, help him with bars and stuff like that. I mean, that's just a collaborative effort. I think the issue with ghostwriting in hip hop is that sometimes hip hop is so much about authenticity and so people want your story to be your story, but sometimes it's a blurry line because sometimes it is your story. It's just you're collaborating with someone to help you formulaically put that story in a song to where people can digest it better. You know what I mean? And that's the
Right.
gray line. You're like, well, what did he write? What didn't he write? You know what I'm saying? Like in hip hop, we feel like it's okay for somebody to write your chorus, your hook, but it's not okay for them to write your verse. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But what happens is now hip hop is less about sometimes making the best song isn't about the verse, but it's about the overall song. So sometimes the verses and the hook are almost indistinctive. Like you can't tell when the hook begins and when the verse ends. You know what I'm saying? So is it okay for somebody to help you write a bridge or a flow? Like at what point is it not okay? So everybody has their own definitions. I personally think it's okay when people do certain things. Obviously if somebody is writing the majority of your raps, then you can't be considered like a top lyricist, but you can be considered a top artist. So
I also want to ask, I'm also from the Bay Area too, and I also appreciate you just repping the Bay
for
since
sure.
day one. Been following you since you were on MTV on that battle, and yes, you did get robbed, but we passed that obviously. But I'm an educator in the Bay Area, and I think one of the things that stuck out to me when you had one of the songs where you talked about you had a meeting with the counselor and your parents, or you and your parents were talking about how do we channel your talent that you had. What is it that you recommend for educators or the institution of schools to do in terms of really fostering students like you?
Well, what I say is this from somebody who, before I did music full time, I primarily worked with kids and young adults. You know what I'm saying? I worked with junior high and high school students, and I worked in classrooms. And all I can say is that you guys got a tough job. You know what I'm saying? Like, because in public schools, a lot of times, I personally just feel like the public school system, it can benefit you, but it also has a lot of flaws. So you guys are you're working up, it's an uphill battle. You know what I mean? So I know what it is to be in a classroom. I know most of the time teachers are doing their best. They're trying to, but when you have 30 kids, you only got them for 40 minutes, 50 minutes, and they're on to the next class, and you got another 40 kids. It's very difficult. The whole system is very difficult. And a lot of kids just get slipped through the cracks, or they're told that these kids have learning problems when maybe they don't have a learning problem. Maybe they just have a problem in the method in which they're learning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was fortunate enough to, when I was a kid, like my mother, I didn't even go to kindergarten. My mother homeschooled me. You know what I'm saying? And part of first grade. So because I just wasn't able to function in a kindergarten classroom at that age in my life. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I was fortunate enough that my mom was able to make that decision to stay at home and be like, okay, during the day, I'm going to work with you. I'm going to do this. And so by the time I got to like halfway through first grade, it wasn't like I was behind. I was good. You know what I mean?
Right.
But for instructors, you just got to be patient. You just got to work with the resources you have. I mean, and it's a difficult task, man. I don't really have no, I guess try to understand and relate to the kids. I think that's the problem with sometimes a lot of these teachers are just unfamiliar with the community. They're unfamiliar with the behavior of the kids. So they just want to label the kid as one thing, or they have a learning disability, or they're hyperactive. They have ADHD, like, you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes it's like, yo, sometimes they just need to learn in a different kind of environment. Like sitting in the fucking classroom for 6 hours a day is kind of tough. You know what I mean?
Right.
Look at us. We're all forced to sit in the house now for 10 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's kind of, so imagine like, it's a difficult task, and kids have way more energy. You know what I mean? So just try to be patient and just understand that every single kid is different, you know?
Right. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
hey, just keep doing what you're doing. I use your music in my classroom all the time, so
Hey, man.
it's one of the few songs that
What school do you teach at?
I teach at South City High School, South San Francisco High
Oh,
School.
okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, so we talk about race, and a lot of the songs they kind of are dodgy about race,
Mm-hmm.
but I love the way that you are so direct, and there's so much density and layers that we unpack in terms of directly challenging white supremacy and everything above. So
That's what's
keep
up.
doing what you're doing.
Thank you, bro.
It's just great value. So appreciate that.
Man, appreciate you. You keep doing that job, man. It's needed.
Right on, right on.
All right, my brother. Be safe.
You too.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all our teachers, and they're the ones who are teaching our children, man. They're in control of our future. You know what I'm talking about? I think I'm gonna get off, y'all. I'm getting kind of tired. We've been on for a while. I think I'm gonna get off here. I love y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna do this shit every day, or at least I'm gonna try. I'm about to try to watch this Ozark. You know what I'm talking about? And I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.